Okay guys, let's practice layers in this lesson 3 problem set. So I'm using lesson 3 problem set, the first page, and then if you do the optional practice, you're going to use lesson 3 homework for page 1 and then lesson 3 problem set for page 2. So we are going to break this into all 3 different types of layers. So let's start here with this first one. So let's delve into layers based on, let's just do width. So not width, length, silly. So we know that the length of this rectangular prism is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is 6 units long. So it's 6. Now, when we are using length, we are always going to link this from left to right. So we are going to look at all of the unit cubes on the left or right. In this case, it's going to be on the right. So that shows me 4 unit cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this case, when I come over here, why is this not working? Interesting. Oh, I'm just drawing all over my paper today, aren't I? When I come over to my chart, I have 6 layers because that's the length. There are 4 in each layer, which gets me 24 cubic centimeters in this case. So very good. Now, I'm going to show you how to dissect these models down here. So we are working with 6 layers. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut this into 5 pieces and make it as 3-dimensional as I can. And we know that this green layer that I colored in earlier, this green layer has 4 cubic units. So that means each of the layers has 4 units. 4 and 4, 4, 4, and 4. So 4 per layer, 6 layers gets us 24. Now let's do, let's go ahead and do based on height. So height is from top to bottom. So we know that this is 2, the height of 2. I'm gonna put that over here. And we know we look at that top layer. So I'm gonna color in the top layer. This time I'm not coloring all sides of the cubes, and you will see why in just a minute. So when I look at this top layer and I count all of the cubes, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2 layers, 12 in each layer, 24 cubic units. Now if I divide this rectangular prism into 2 layers based on height, did pretty good there, I have to say so myself. This top layer, yes, you are right, has 12, and the bottom layer has 12. So you have 2 layers times 12 is 24. Yes, you are correct. Now we're going to do this based on width. So width is from front to back, front to back, front to back. The width is 2 in this case. And we know width is front to back, so I'm going to color in the front of my rectangular prism. And now let's count them up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 cubes in each layer. We have 2 layers, which also is 24. So I'm gonna label right over here. This was based on length, this was based on height, and this was based on width. So width and height are the same in this case. So for width, you will cut the top of your prism and the side of your prism. That's a bad drawing job, Mr. Carmichael, but not perfect, and I'm learning in my new digital environment. So the front of this is 12 units, which means the back is also 12. So we have a width of 2 and 12 units in each layer. So 2 layers of 12 is 24. Now, this next example is the reason I chose this one, because the way it is broken up. So let's go ahead and highlight length, width, and height. So I've been doing width in red. So the width of this, again, is front to back. So front to back, front to back, front to back. Width in this case is 4. Good job. And we are going to do length. Length is left to right, left to right, left to right. And the length is 2. And height, I think we've been doing in blue. The height, the height, the height. So we can see height in all of those spots, and the height in this one is actually 3. So when we do, let's just start with width. Width is from front to back. So we look at all of the units on the front. So here, that's easy to see. So there are 6 units on the front, or the face. When we look at height, we always look at the top layer. Okay, the top layer might have to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the top layer has 8. Trying to make that a little bit easier to see. Very good. And for length, we always looked at left or right. So this model, we would look at the left. This one always gets, this has always got my previous students. So like Tyson, your sister, probably got her when we did this lesson. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4. So the left side, because we're doing length, and length is from left to right. So the left side has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Has 12 units. Okay. I'm going to zoom out of this. So let's break this one up by length. We just said that this side, we just counted this one, was 12. So we have 2 layers of 12. Zoom out of here a little bit. So 2 layers of 12 is 24 cubic units. Ah, these are both 24. That's interesting. Now, let's do height. Not my best drawing, I'm sure. So height is 3. Oh, that's not too bad. And we colored the top of this blue. And we said there's 8 up there. So that means there's 8 in the top layer, there's 8 in the middle layer, there's 8 on the bottom layer. So the height was 3. I'm gonna put height over here, that was length. The height is 3, there's 8 in each layer, that's 24. And last will be, we did length, we have done height, so now we're gonna do width. And we said this was 4 wide, so 1, 2, 3. I know Jack and Adrian are probably doing awesome at breaking these up, but Mr. Carmichael is struggling if you guys printed them out. Remember, you do not have to print these out, okay? Do not have to print. This is just me showing you. And there are 6 on the face. That would mean there is 6 in the back, 6 in the middle, 2 layers. So this time we have, this is based on width, there's 4 layers, or the width is 4, and there are 6 in each layer, which is 24 cubic units. So I have been so good this year at saying cubic units, cubic units, cubic units, cubic units, cubic units, cubic units, because volume is measured in cubic units. So that is the practice. The problem set is optional. If you want to work on the problem set, go for it. If not, you're going to now move on to the iReady lesson. If you want help on the problem set, go to the help channel and we can either do the problem set together or I will check it. Just type in problem set and we will get you going. Thanks, guys. I miss you tons. And I cannot wait to see you again.